All right, so how was the first part of today?
Yeah, amazing.
Good?
It was good.
Yeah? Everybody get the nervous jitters out? Okay, excellent. At the end of the tables, please take one scroll, pass them down. You guys have the scrolls as well. So I would love for everybody to participate in this. There's pens. You guys already have pens. Let me know when everybody has their scroll. They are blank, so there's no invisible ink on them. You guys are going to actually write some stuff down. So what I would like you all to do is to close your eyes, and I'm going to read you something. And then when you're done opening your eyes, you're going to go, I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and you're going to start writing. Everyone clear on the directions? All right, close your eyes. Take a deep breath, and I want you to visualize this moment. Imagine today is the last day of your life. Fast forward years from now, your family, your friends, your coworkers, and the people you've impacted are sitting at your funeral. You heard me correctly. They're sitting at your funeral. What will they say about you? What did you stand for? What legacy did you leave behind? Not just in your work, but in your life, in your character, in your relationships. See the people that are sitting in the room, hear their words, feel the emotion that's happening right now in that room. Who's sitting there? What are they saying about you? What's the emotion like in that room right now? You can open your eyes, and I want you to take your scroll, and I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and then you can start writing. Who were you? What did you accomplish? Personally, professionally, emotionally, spiritually? What impact did you leave on others? Your family, your friends, your teams, your community. What will people remember most about you? What will your legacy be? Define those qualities. What unfinished dreams, if any, remain? So now I want you to take time. I have the questions written up here. And I want you to write this as if somebody else is reading your obituary at your funeral. James was a good man. James helped people in all parts of the world. Okay? Remember, those of you that have kids, you may not have kids right now. Will you have kids when this happens? How many kids will you have? What will they be saying and doing in that moment? Okay? Does anybody have any questions before we get started? The questions are up here. We're going to take about 15 minutes. You can start writing. Who were you? What's the character they're going to speak of? What were your values?
So was it like up until like what I've accomplished till today, or what I
No.
want to? What I
Bingo.
Okay.
Good question. His question was, what I want to accomplish? Yes. What will people remember most about you? Were you funny? Were you the one to crack a joke when it needed to be cracked?
What if you don't know how to answer that?
Which one? All of them? Then you better start thinking. That's the whole point of the exercise, is to start asking yourself these questions. 30, you're 75. Somebody, your friend, one of us, are reading your obituary. What will it say about you? Who were you? The paper's blank right now for a reason. It's giving you the ability to create this.
I have a hard time trying to answer the second question and the last question.
This one?
The second question and the last question, I have a hard time to answer.
The second question and the last question. So, you're 74 years old. You're in your casket. What have you accomplished in life? You have kids. Your kid's reading this. My dad accomplished some of the stuff we talked about on the ride in. Right? And the last question, what unfinished business? My dad always wanted to build that Mustang. He never got the chance to do it. My dad always wanted to own a log cabin. That dream's never going to happen, now that he's gone. So now we're going to take 10 minutes, and you're going to read your obituary to your swim buddy. You guys can pick whoever you want in the back. Okay? When the person's done reading, you're going to ask them one question. And that one question is, does your current path lead to that legacy? Okay? Does your current path lead to that legacy? Get with your swim buddy. 10 minutes starts now.
So I said the first question. First question said, who were you? And I put, then everybody has a loving son, brother, father, and husband. So I think that's pretty much what I mean.
Time. Does anybody need any more time? You're all expired. Okay. So as you guys know, we have the catch box. I want to hear from both of you guys. I definitely want to hear from you guys back there to see if this was impactful for you, obviously, because we want to be able to bring value to you guys as a team as well. So who would like to answer the first question, which is, what did you learn about yourself? Box is right here. Ah.
Okay. So first question.
First question is, what did you learn about yourself?
I didn't realize that I did a lot.
Okay.
And there's still more to go. But at that, breeding everything, just brought me to tears because as life is going, you're not thinking about a lot what you're doing. And you're just steady following a path that you want to go to.
Yep.
Yep.
Are you on track or off track?
I am on track.
On track.
Yes, sir.
All right. Cool. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Who would like to go next? Cam?
What was the question? One more time. Sorry.
What did you recognize about yourself?
Two things. First thing is that I have a very, very massive fear of not doing everything I want to do.
Okay.
And the other thing is that I have also a big fear of...
Hold the box up just a little.
Sorry.
I'll speak up a little more.
I have a big fear of letting everyone down around me that I want to make proud. And I have goals that, I want to hit for the people around me. And something that holds me back is the fear of letting those people down around me and letting myself down.
How did that show up in the obituary? Is there a lot of non-finished things?
Yeah, I have everything is just non-finished for me. Everything I want to do is just hasn't been completed yet.
Well, obviously not right this second.
And because of that, it's made me show how much I want to complete and that I need to push really hard.
Perfect. Thank you. Who else would like to share?
Pass it down.
So, if it's all right, I'm just going to read what I wrote.
If you would like to, sure.
Only
Just read it
because-
out loud so everybody can hear. That's all I ask.
I'll do that. And I didn't necessarily answer the questions like this.
Okay.
I actually didn't like just answer any of these questions. What I did was I wrote this as if somebody was speaking at my funeral. And what I struggled a little bit to try and get my thoughts in order, and then I very quickly ran out of time because I just couldn't stop writing. So towards the end, it's kind of just trails off and it gets a little whatever, but I'll just read what I wrote.
Cool. Thank you.
So it says, Brian was a role model. This is going to take a second. He was born to a mother and father that thought they were doing the best they could for him. His parents didn't know it at the time, but they offered very little guidance growing up. His parents were stuck in constant struggle to make ends meet because they didn't know any better, and it couldn't have been a better situation for Brian. He quickly learned that if he was going to get the things he wanted and needed, he needed to work for it himself. A strong work ethic was instilled in Brian, and he started working from a very young age. Fast forward a couple of years, Brian followed in his parents' footsteps, his marriage ending up in a divorce with 3 young kids depending on him, and what was turning into a crippling substance abuse issue that went on unchecked from the age of 14 to 26. Once finally growing sick and tired of being sick and tired, he executed a massive personal transformation. He made a career change and aligned with a group of people that offered the guidance he had always been looking for. He went on to build a career most can only dream of, made his living serving others through the plumbing trade, educating and giving back to the industry that helped transform his life. He took his personal transformation so seriously it wasn't just a bunch of exercises, it was a lifestyle. He loved being part of any coaching platform he could find to contribute to the growth of others and share the life-changing knowledge and wisdom he amassed over the years. He lived the 4th quarter of his life exactly where he always talked about, in Bar Harbor, Maine. Flying his plane from his grass landing strip to wherever his kids and grandkids asked him to be, whenever they were there. He used to say he spent a lot of his young life miserable, the middle and end not so much. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. That was exactly the direction to take this. Somebody else is reading it for you. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
I was listening to you read it to them, and it was already starting to get me emotional, just listening to you get through it with the 2 of them. So thank you for reading that, because it takes a lot of balls to read that in front of you guys. Right? You got to expose his fig leaf. Okay?
Thanks for giving me the opportunity to put that on paper.
That's why we're here, right? Who would like to share next?
All right, I gotta read mine too. I might be here for a while. So as far as who I was, I feel like it's who I am. I feel like fun, motivated, making sure everyone around me wins. I don't win unless they win. So just making sure that everyone smiles through it, has fun, sees the good in the world. Something that I try to strive for every morning. I'm very big man of faith. I thank God every day for what I have. A lot of gratitude, and I feel like I try to show that in every action. in every interaction. As far as what I accomplished, built an empire for my family, not just for my family, but everyone else that they're going to continue to touch. I built a nonprofit organization to help others. Hopefully improve the life of others in any way possible, whether that be physical, mental, faithful, it doesn't matter. Anything I can do to help and help somebody really understand that the world's better with them in it. Same thing for my children. Same thing for my children. I'm blessed to have 4 beautiful, wonderful children. Just want them to just know that if they dream it, they can achieve it. As long as they put the work in, there's no substitute for hard work. Live in the now, live in the present. Just put one foot in front of the other. Don't focus on anything else. The past doesn't determine your future. Right now it does. And that's exactly what I focus on every day. Try to share that with everybody. So it's in a nutshell kind of what I wrote down. Hoping that that positivity, that mindset, that framework of mind I live within and the gratitude that I have just rubs off on others. So that way they understand that's really the only way to find happiness is within yourself. It's nothing to do with no monetary value. I tend to see that seems to be the motivation of a lot of people, but trying to rewire their minds to understand that it's all in your own head. And I'm happy to stand beside anybody and go through battle and make sure that happens for them.
100%. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, anybody else from the frontier? What did you learn most about yourself? Anybody from the who would like to be? James, what did you think about that exercise?
I thought it was great. I've done something like this before, and I wish I had what I wrote before to compare, right? Because I'm a different guy today than I was then in a lot of ways. But the big thing that was interesting to me as I wrote through that is there was nothing in there about my career, organizations that were built, organizations I did, wealth accumulated. None of that, that's important to me, if I'm honest, but none of it made it on that piece of paper. The things that made it on that piece of paper were my family, my faith in Jesus, and the reality that when I'm dead, I'm not dead, and that I'm more alive at that point than I am on this ball of dirt, and I want people to know that and understand that, and just the opportunity to pour into those around me that I love. It's all about the relationships. It's all about the people. Yep. And that's what I noticed as I kind of finished and then read back through. It's like, it's not really about anything I accomplished. It's about who I poured into and who I followed in this world.
Those are the things that are valuable, your values, the highest values, right?
That's it.
Serving others.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, Chad, I don't want to put you on the spot. See, I'll either you go or you can pick Blake.
Yeah, no, I've been thinking about the question, and I got a loud voice, I'll be this. I've been thinking about the question a lot that you're asking, and I think that on a day-to-day, I live a very introspective lifestyle. I always make time every day, especially in the mornings, to think about these things. I contemplate my own death quite often, not in a morbid way, but it's essentially this exact type of exercise, but I kind of make time to do it on a more regular basis. So I don't know that I learned anything necessarily new, but it was a confirmation to me that if and when I do die, no matter how soon it is, there's nothing left undone for me. It doesn't really matter to me. So like I'm living on bonus time, to be honest with you. And the transition, like when that happened, was when I received the gift of salvation, understanding of the gospel of reconciliation, and was called out of darkness into the marvelous light of Jesus Christ. And now I'm just on bonus time, man. It's like, yeah, I mean, there's nothing that all I want to do is serve Christ with whatever time I have left. But that's up to Him, It's like there's nowhere I want to go. I mean, there's places, but they don't matter to me. Like there might be places I want to go, things I want to do, races I want to do, but they don't really matter. Like everything that matters to me was consummated in a relationship with Christ,
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of what's on my mind.
So you're living all of the things now.
Yeah, it's just like bonus time. Like, hey,
And sometimes this is what you need to get from this exercise right here.
Yeah.
Is confirmation that everything that you've been seeking is all around you. And it's just taking the time, like you were saying, to just make sure it's there.
yeah, let me keep going or not. Don't matter to me.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anybody else from the back like to go? Okay. Would anybody else from the front like to go? Well, I have good news. Everything that you just wrote down is your blueprint on where you're trying to go. And now, all you have to do is just reference this back, just like James said, look back at it to see where I'm at. Are you on track? Are you off track? What corrections do you need to make? Do those still align with your values? What are your three highest values? Mine are grow myself, grow others, and build wealth. Build wealth is not my top thing. But when I fulfill the top two things, that just happens, similar to what you were just saying and what you've been saying all along. Like, you don't need much, but because you're out serving so many people, it just happens. You're not chasing it. You're living in your highest value of serving others. So I personally would like to thank all of you guys for allowing me to be here. Thank you for this segment. We usually do the time clock thing, and I just figured this would be a little bit more impactful, excuse me, for the young guys, as well as some of the older guys in the room, right? Because time, we don't know our time, right? Yeah. You could have 5 minutes, you're living on bonus time, right? After all the stuff you've been through in the military, in life. Like, I almost died at 35 years old, and that's exactly what I say. Every year right now is a bonus year, okay? So live it like that. You wrote down your blueprint of where you want to go. Every footstep is going to take you closer to it or further away from it. And if you just ask that question before you make a decision, am I getting closer or am I getting further away, you'll know what decision to make. Thank you guys all. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you. You guys have the room.